In this video, we work through an example in which we differentiate a function from first principles. And for that, we have the example that we see on the screen here, in which we're simply told, differentiate from first principles, and we're given the function f of x, which is equal to 3x squared minus x plus 5. So I'll move this question to the side, like so. And as I always do, I'll quickly write SOL for solution here. And before doing anything, I'd like to quickly remind you of the formula that we have in the upper right-hand corner here. That is the formula for finding a function's derivative function from first principles. So that's the limit as h tends towards 0 of f of x plus h minus f of x, and all of that's written over h. Okay, now although technically we could write this entire limit in one go, when starting with these, I would encourage you to start by working out what f of x plus h is, then subtract f of x, and then divide it by h. In other words, I would recommend finding the derivative function in steps. So here we go. Remember, f of x is equal to 3x squared minus x plus 5. Consequently, f of x plus h, well, we can find what that's equal to by replacing every x we have inside f of x by x plus h written in parentheses. So that would look something like this. We'd have 3 times x plus h in parentheses squared minus in parentheses x plus h plus 5. Next, if I take care of x plus h squared, and if I open up this second pair of parentheses, this turns into 3 times in parentheses x squared plus 2hx plus h squared minus x minus h plus 5. I then distribute this 3 across this pair of parentheses, so this becomes 3x squared plus 3 times 2hx, so that becomes 6hx, plus 3h squared minus x minus h plus 5. Okay, now as such, that's our f of x plus h. And now that we've gotten this out of the way, I'll go ahead and write an expression for f of x plus h minus f of x over h. And in fact, maybe I'll write sort of a step by step here. This is the first thing we do, that is find an expression for f of x plus h. Then the second thing I do here is worry about f of x plus h minus f of x. And all of that's written over h. And perhaps I should say, this expression here, this f of x plus h minus f of x over h, is known as the difference quotient. So technically, the derivative function is equal to the limit as h tends towards 0 of the difference quotient. Okay, so using the result we just found for f of x plus h, this becomes 3x squared plus 6hx plus 3h squared minus x minus h plus 5. And then we take away from that the expression we started off with for f of x, which remember is given to us right here. That's 3x squared minus x plus 5. And I write that in a pair of parentheses, so that's 3x squared minus x plus 5. And all of that is written over h. Next, I open up this pair of parentheses here, so this becomes 3x squared plus 6hx plus 3h squared minus x minus h plus 5 minus 3x squared plus x minus 5. And again, all of that's written over h. And at this stage, now that we've opened up the pair of parentheses, the function that we started off with in the question, so that's f of x we have here, should always completely cancel itself out on the numerator here. And looking at this, I'm sure you'll agree that this 3x squared here cancels out with this negative 3x squared. The negative x we have here will cancel out with the positive x here, and the positive 5 here will cancel out with the negative 5 we have there. And so after all of that simplification, this becomes, well, let's see, we have 6hx plus 3h squared minus h left on the numerator there. And that's still over h. Finally, and I'll carry on with the working at the top here, we can now state that the difference quotient, f of x plus h minus f of x, and that's over h, is equal to, well, let's see, dividing each of the 3 terms on the numerator here by h, we get 6x plus 3h minus 1. And in fact, we could even box that intermediate result. There we go. That's the difference quotient taken care of. And so technically, we could now write a step 3. The last thing we now do is consider the limit as h tends towards 0 of this difference quotient. In other words, here we're really going to use the fact that the derivative function f dash of x is equal to the limit as h tends towards 0 of that difference quotient. So of f of x plus h minus f of x, and both of those are written over h. There we go. All right, well, as we've just seen, this difference quotient is equal to 6x plus 3h minus 1, so the derivative is therefore equal to the limit as h tends towards 0 of 6x plus 3h minus 1. And looking at the three terms we have here, since neither 6x nor the one that's being subtracted contain an h, they won't be affected in any way by the fact that we're letting h tend towards 0. The 3h we have in the middle here, on the other hand, well, when h tends towards 0, well, it will tend towards 0 as well. In other words, this middle term becomes completely negligible. And so for our final answer, technically we're applying the limit. We can state that f dash of x is therefore equal to 6x minus 1. That's 6x minus 1. And that's the answer. And there we go. That's it for this example in which we've seen how to differentiate a function from first principles.